Hello everyone, John here. Bit of an information video to take you through how we're planning to do our end of season event tomorrow. Before I kick off, just once again, a big thank you. This year's comfortably been our the club's biggest Auskick offering. We've had over 200 kids. Just to give you a bit of a guide, back in 2022, we only had about 110 participants. So the success comes down to everyone that's put in help, be it little or lots. So credit goes to all of us. So thank you very much. And looking forward to ending the Auskick year in style tomorrow. So this screen here just gives you a brief overview on how we're going to run tomorrow. We are actually unofficially kicking things off at 4 and formally at 4:30 as per normal, and finishing at 5:45. So feel free to come down from 4 o'clock. So tomorrow, the normal Auskick program won't be offered. We're basically making it a day of fun, a little bit of footy, and then get the kids fed as well with some complimentary food and drink as well. So, and obviously walk away with their medals and certificates. So feel free to come down from 4 o'clock. We'll have the footy-themed inflatables all set up, ready to go. We'll go through that in a minute on how we're going to manage all that. We'll have a 14-minute session for your group to award out your medals. Inflatables, we'll have 6 AFL-themed inflatables. Each group will get to spend a minimum 7 minutes each on each of them. And then there's obviously a chance to do a mini match with your kids to end the season. Make it as relaxed as you can. You can leave it to the kids for a mini match, or you can do a parents v kids, whichever works best for you. And then we'll finish around about that 5:45 with the junior girls footy under 10s. If you're welcome to stay around just to check to see what all that's about at about 6:15. Before I kick things off, I just wanted to flag there is actually an extended Auskick program being offered at Cheslea starting in 2 weeks' time on Friday, August 22. The pleasing thing about this one is it is not going to be run by parent volunteers. These are going to be run by trained AFL Victoria staff, so we can sit back and relax and watch the kids go out there on the playing field. So if your kids have still got their footy itch, or you might have other kids that you know of that have now just started to take interest in football, this could be a good one for them to take part on. So we'll have flyers to give out tomorrow for that when we give out the medals. So that's a good segue to the medals now, the medals ceremony. So the kids will receive a few things, as you can see on the screen there: certificate, a medal, a couple of vouchers, also the flyer that I just discussed, and then they'll also receive a raffle ticket. So this is probably the important one. We just need to communicate with all the families. The raffle ticket, the kids will be able to redeem at the canteen, which will give them a complimentary sausage, a juice box, and a bag of lollies. So just a nice little touch to thank them for the year. So what we'll do now is I'll show you basically the structure of the day. So we'll have at the top of the screen there, we'll have just the 2 football fields set up, the 6 inflatables numbered 1 to 6. I'll talk about that in a moment. And then we've got the medal ceremonies, which will be held in 2 spots, one upstairs in the sports club and also one downstairs in the Chelsea homerooms, which is positioned behind the canteen. So if your particular group is allocated to the Chelsea homerooms downstairs, you'll be playing down the left-hand end with your mini match. And if your if your group is allocated upstairs in the sports club for the presentations of the medals, your mini match will be down the right-hand end. So just keep that in mind. The numbers here, 1 to 6, are basically going to be the stations for the footy-themed inflatables. And just to give you a bit of a taste of what it's going to be like, it's going to be something along the lines of these. Not exactly like these, but it just gives you a bit of a flavour of what we're going to be offering for the kids tomorrow. The one thing, if I'll just go back to the previous slide, is you'll see inflatable number 3. That's actually going to be positioned outside of the ground. That's actually going to be positioned pretty much on that grassed area near the registration table. So further to that, the registration table we won't be doing tomorrow. Obviously, there's no need for that tomorrow, so we'll be able to have a footy themed inflatable there. Now, how does the flow of the day work? Now, this is where, so we'll basically have 7-minute intervals. So each group will have 7 minutes on each footy themed inflatable. The presentations will have 2 7-minute stints, so 14 minutes, and same with the mini matches. Here's the structure of it. So this screen here shows the kinder groups. I do ask the parent helpers for each group to come and grab one of these information flyers, just a bit of a reference point. We'll obviously guide the groups through if there's any confusion. We do need to try and keep to these particular inflatables, in particular, the structure of it. We need the kids to move on from one to another. We don't want to have 50 to 100 kids all on the one inflatable. So this is why we've got it structured the way we are. So then the kids get a fair turn on their favourite inflatable. So if we look at K1 as an example, the section that's highlighted in yellow is where they will start from. So 4:35 will kick things off, and then you can see that they're in the downstairs club rooms. So for those in K1, they will need to use down the left-hand end goals to kick things off. Conversely, with K2, they'll be starting at one of the inflatables, and they'll have their presentations in the upstairs rooms, which will mean their mini match will be down the right-hand end. So keep that in mind. And as I go through the slides here are the P1, P2, and P3. I'll put these up on the WhatsApp chat as well, as a bit of a reference point for everybody. Here is the 1As. And then finally, the G1 with the girls. So naturally, we're probably going to have a few rogue kids. Your group might be on inflatable 4, but they may want to go on inflatable 6. We just need to probably as much. We're not going to be able to make perfection, but as close to that, if we can do that, that would be awesome, because that makes everyone enjoy their experience better. But as a parent group, we actually do have 3 paid staff to actually monitor these inflatables. So naturally, they'll oversee sort of the health and safety there, but obviously we need as many parents to try and support them as well. I think that is it. Any questions, let me know. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. Once again, thanks for the year. And I look forward to ending the year in style tomorrow, starting at 4 o'clock.